Have you ever looked at your palms and paused not just to examine the lines, but to truly see what they might be saying about you? There is a shape, subtle and often unnoticed, that carried profound meaning across ancient cultures and spiritual teachings. This shape, the crescent moon, has for centuries been regarded as more than just a curious mark. It is a spiritual whisper symbol set to link those who bear it to greater universal forces, guiding them gently toward a deeper understanding of self and purpose. Today, we explore this mystical sign not as fortune tellers, but as seekers looking for truth, meaning, and alignment in our lives. A sacred mark, more than coincidence. When you bring your palms together and notice a crescent-like figure form at the base, near your thumbs or lifelines, you're not just seeing a random crease. You're witnessing what many ancient traditions consider a message from the universe, a spiritual invitation to look inward, to awaken. In palmistry and mystical traditions across India, Tibet, and even early European esoteric schools, such markings were not taken lightly. The palm was seen as a mirror of the soul, and the crescent echo of the moon's gentle arc was believed to indicate a person destined to walk a path of awakening, creativity, and healing. As a practitioner and lifelong student of spiritual psychology and Eastern mysticism, I've come to believe that the universe often speaks in symbols, not loud proclamations, but in soft, sacred signs. This is one of them. The crescent moon, a symbol of cycles and transformation. In virtually every tradition, the moon has held a sacred place not only as a celestial body, but as a symbol of the inner world. It is the moon that governs our tides, influences our moods, and reflects the light of the sun even in darkness. When this lunar symbol appears on your palm, it speaks to your connection with cyclical energy, the eternal dance of light and shadow, of change and rebirth. Like the moon, you are likely someone who experiences internal transformations that others may never see. You shed old skins. You rise from darkness with new insight. You do not fear change, you are sculpted by it. From my experience, those who carry this mark often go through powerful spiritual seasons and lifetimes of solitude, insight, upheaval, and renewal. If this resonates with you, know that your journey, though unusual, is sacred. You're not lost, you're being refined. The hand as a spiritual map. To the untrained eye, the palm is just flesh and folds. But to those who look with wisdom, it is a map etched by the soul, shaped by karma, and whispered into being by lifetimes of experiences. Among the many signs one might find, the crescent moon remains one of the rarest and most telling. It's not just a physical feature, it's a threshold, a bridge between the visible and the invisible, the conscious and the unconscious. It points not only to your potential, but to your spiritual responsibility. And let me be clear, this is not about destiny in a fixed sense. It's about potential, what you could become if you choose to step into alignment with what this mark is inviting you to embrace. For extraordinary signs of the crescent moon. So what does it mean when you have this mark? What unique gifts, challenges, or opportunities might it suggest? Through both ancient interpretation and my own reflections working with hundreds of spiritually inclined individuals, four core themes emerge. 1. Extraordinary intuitive sensitivity. Those with the crescent moon often find that their intuition feels like a second language. You may pick up on energies in a room before anyone speaks. You may sense when something is about to happen or know someone's truth even before they voice it. This gift, while powerful, can feel overwhelming without grounding. You are sensitive to what others ignore, and this is both your light and your training ground. It is essential to honor this sensitivity, not suppress it. Let it become your compass not just for others, but for your own path. Personal note. Many clients I've worked with who carry this mark were empaths, seers, or creatives, people whose lives didn't make sense in the traditional world until they learned to trust their inner knowing. 2. A magnetic field that attracts opportunities. The crescent moon is not only a symbol of interconnection, it creates external resonance. People may be drawn to you without knowing why. You might find that opportunities seem to find you, even in chaos. This isn't luck, it's energetic alignment. The crescent reflects your natural harmony with deeper forces. You are a conduit for synchronicity. But here lies the test. Are you aware enough to recognize the doors when they open? Are you brave enough to walk through? Lesson: your magnetism doesn't guarantee success, it creates potential. Only with awareness and courage can it become your breakthrough. Living between worlds. The crescent moon mark also symbolizes living between two realities, the material and the spiritual. You may often feel as though your soul is in one place, while your body navigates another. This can lead to a sense of being out of place in society or even in your own life. But here's what I've learned. Those who walk between worlds are often meant to be bridges. Teachers, artists, healers. You are here to translate the invisible into something real. And this crescent moon, delicate as it may seem, is a sign that the universe is speaking through your very skin. In the next segment, we will uncover the two remaining spiritual gifts of this mysterious symbol, your deep connection to life purpose, and the power of transformative creativity. We'll also reflect on the deeper invitation the crescent moon offers to embrace your sacred path, awaken your potential, and live a life guided by wisdom, not fear. And finally, I'll share how you can integrate this symbol into your daily awareness so that it becomes not just something you carry, but something that carries you forward. We explore the first two gifts that often accompany the presence of the crescent moon on the palm: intuitive sensitivity and the magnetic pull of synchronicity. Now, let us journey deeper into the terrain of purpose and creativity, and the soul-level invitation this sacred symbol extends to all who carry it. If you are one of those rare individuals marked by the crescent moon, you are not simply meant to survive life, you're called to live it with intention, depth, and beauty. 3. A deep connection to life purpose. There's a moment in the life of every seeker when they ask, "Why am I here?" For some, that question comes as a whisper. For others, as a cry in the dark. But those who carry the crescent moon rarely escape it. The question doesn't leave, it deepens. And that's the gift. This symbol is a call to alignment. It encourages you to rise above surface-level existence and seek a path that resonates with your soul's frequency. You may feel drawn to service, to healing work, to artistic expression, to spiritual teaching, or simply to living in a way that brings light into dark places. Whatever your form of expression, know this. The crescent moon is not a mark of superiority. It is a reminder of responsibility. You were not born to follow the crowd. You were born to follow the current of something ancient, sacred, and unseen. My reflection: those with this mark often experience periods of disillusionment with the world's noise and expectations. This existential discomfort is not a flaw, it is a compass. It's how the soul reminds you that comfort and purpose rarely share the same room. If you feel out of place, it's because you're being invited to create a new space, one that fits who you really are. So pause, reflect, ask yourself not just what you want from life, but what life might want from you. That's where purpose lives. 4. Unlimited and transformative creativity. Of all the gifts the crescent moon offers, this one might be the most visible to others. Those who bear the mark often have an inner well of creativity that seems to overflow not just in art, but in thinking, relating, building, and evolving. Creativity here is not about being artistic in the traditional sense. It's about a mind that reinvents, a heart that transforms pain into poetry, and a spirit that finds beauty in unlikely places. You may notice that when others feel stuck, you find pathways. Where others see endings, you see beginnings. This is your lunar gift. But such creativity also comes with deep emotional tides. Like the moon, you may wax and wane in mood, energy, and vision. That's not a weakness. That's rhythm. Learn to honor your cycles, don't fight them. Your most brilliant ideas often rise after your deepest stillness. A note from experience. The people I've met with this gift often have a hard time fitting in traditional systems. They're misread as dreamers, rebels, or even chaotic. But in truth, they are catalysts, visionaries. Their creativity doesn't just entertain, it transforms. If that sounds like you, please know, the world desperately needs what only you can offer. The crescent moon as a lifelong teacher. What makes this symbol so meaningful is that it doesn't just give it guides. It isn't a trophy, it's a torch. Its true power unfolds slowly as you walk your path with awareness. If you carry this mark, consider a lifelong teacher, one that challenges you to grow, to trust, and to lead with your inner wisdom. This is not the easy road, but it is the one that leads to real fulfillment. It's the road of the awake, the aware, the alive. You may stumble, you may doubt, but the moon teaches us this. No phase is final. Darkness is temporary. Stillness is preparation. And your light, though subtle, is necessary in a world that often forgets how to see. A personal closing reflection. In all my years of working with spiritual seekers, healers, and wanderers of the unseen world, I have never met a person with the crescent moon on their palm who did not, at some point, wrestle with deep spiritual longing. This longing is not weakness, it is calling. It is the soul remembering who it came here to become. If you carry this mark, you are being invited not to become someone new, but to return to who you already are, beneath the noise, the doubt, and the fear. That's a miracle of the crescent. It curves inward, as if pointing you home. If something in this message stirred something within you, I invite you to pause, not just with your hands, but with your heart. Look at your palms not as tools of labor, but as maps of becoming. And if you have seen this sacred crescent moon on your hand, don't ignore it. Let it be your reminder that your life is part of something cosmic, creative, and deeply meaningful. Comment below. Have you found the crescent on your palm? What has your spiritual journey been like? Let's build a space of connection, sharing, and awakening together. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights on spiritual growth, ancient symbols, and inner transformation. And if you want deeper reflections, daily wisdom, and community support, join our Telegram group where we continue these conversations. Thank you for walking this path with me. The journey is just beginning. See you in the next video.